Hey there. How's everybody doing today? From some friends and clients and family that I have had the blessing to interact with today, it seems as if everybody's having a day. Everybody's having a day. And I know it's just not the people in my life, but I know it's collectively happening because of what happened today with the eclipse. So, I'm going to break down what you're feeling so you understand what is happening and also drop a little bit of wisdom. And we're going to get through it together. Okay? So, what I want you to do with me right now, because everybody's having a day, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. And just breathe. Do that with me a couple of times. Breathing in, holding, and release. One more time again. Breathe in, holding, and release. And you can open up your eyes. I want you to balance your energy. Allow your nervous system to calm down, to breathe, to understand that this too shall pass. And that you're not alone. We're all in this together, and I am here with you. And it's why I'm coming live. To give you the tea on what's going on cosmically, universally. Okay? You ready? I'm ready. Just want you to relax, breathe. You don't even have to be looking at me. Listen to the sound of my voice. And just allow yourself to receive and give yourself a little bit of grace. Okay? So, how many of you have been feeling this heavy, electric, almost surreal tension in the air today? Are you feeling wired, exhausted, having wild, vivid dreams, feeling like an old part of your life is coming to a sudden, non-negotiable end? Well, I'm here to tell you, my loves, you aren't crazy, and you are not alone. Today is entirely about stepping into our true destiny. We are standing right in the center of one of the most monumental cosmic resets of our lifetime. A total solar eclipse in the fire sign of Leo, sitting right on the south node, surrounded by a massive fire stack. And today, I'm not complicating things with, all the mumbo jumbo, all that technical talk. This is real world, real talk. My heart to your heart so that you can understand. We are going straight into the heart of this energy today. We are covering the ancient lore of the eclipse, the exact math of why this year is so pivotal, the global path of totality as it sweeps across the earth today, the unbelievable 6-planet parade and meteor shower happening tonight, the spiritual reality of what you're feeling in your body, and the practical steps to step into your sovereign authority without burning out. So for anybody that's new to my lives, hit the follow button at the top of your screen if you aren't following yet, so you can stay locked into every forecast, every update, every aha moment that I have. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And stay locked into it all. So staying in the know. Thank God we're entering the quiet tonight, and you definitely got to go out and look at those meteors going through the sky. I'm definitely doing that with my daughter. So, the first thing I want to talk, because it's really important that you guys understand the lore of something, the truth, because even if it's lore or a story that's been told, passed down for generations, okay, it starts with the truth. But this isn't just lore. This was actually, to the ancient civilizations, this was real life, the way they worked with this energy and the eclipses. This is ancient science and astrology. So it's not a lore I'm telling you because I'm telling you a story. I am literally telling you how different cultures through time viewed what eclipses were. And this is important for you to have this knowledge. So, we're going to tap into some ancient mythology along with the lore of the eclipse. So, the first thing I'm going to go over with you is the death of the sun across ages. So for you guys to literally understand why your nervous system today feels this alignment so deeply, we have to look back at how our ancestors experienced a total solar eclipse. They didn't look at it on an app on their phone. They looked up and saw the life-giving light of the sun swallowed whole by darkness. Think about that. So, the Egyptian battle with Apep. In ancient Egypt, the sun god Ra sailed across the sky in his solar barge. A solar eclipse meant that Apep, the giant serpent of chaos, had risen during the day to swallow the sun. So it was a time of cosmic war. But Ra always slayed the serpent to restore light to the world. If you feel chaos knocking at your door today, and a lot of people I've been, working with, like I said, they're having a day, so hopefully everything's settling down now. Okay? Remember, you aren't losing your light. You're just in the middle of slaying the serpent that tried to take it. Now, Norse myth and Skull the wolf. In Norse cosmology, the sun goddess Sol was relentlessly chased across the sky by the giant wolf Skull. An eclipse was the exact moment Skull caught up and bit down on the sun. The Norse knew that when the wolf catches the sun, an old world dies, so a fresh, greener, reborn world can take its place. The breakdown you feel right now isn't a tragedy. It's a required catalyst. Everything happens for a reason, good, bad, or indifferent. And one way or another, my loves, it always works out. Now, Greek eclipsis and Apollo's veil. The word eclipse comes directly from the Greek word eclipsis, meaning the abandonment or the falling away. So the Greeks believed that when Apollo hit his face, the gods were turning off the external spotlight to humble human ego. When external validation falls away, you are forced to find the divine light within yourself. Now Rome and the dethroning of kings. For the Romans, a solar eclipse was an omen that dethroned emperors and collapsed empires. This energy comes to strip away false authorities and any person, job, or internal voice that has been ruling your life without your permission so you can reclaim your crown. Now, there are other civilizations that I work with, but we're just touching upon those for today and one more that I'm obsessed with. The Druid mystery, the standstill of time. My absolute favorite lore comes from the Druids, the ancient priesthood, astronomers, and philosophers of the Celtic world. To the Druids, a solar eclipse was the ultimate cosmic marriage. That golden sun representing masculine solar fire and sacred oak, meeting the moon representing feminine subterranean intuition, and the mistletoe coming into perfect overlap. Because twilight appeared in the middle of the day, the Druids called this on tam, the standstill of time. They believed linear time during an eclipse paused, so that the laws of physical reality stopped, and the veil to the other world thinned completely. During an eclipse, Celtic leaders were required to lay down their weapons, step off of their thrones, and listen to the divine voice in the shade. That is the exact threshold we are standing in right now. And the veil is incredibly thin because of the way that spirit, the ghosties, the guides are coming through to me. Literally everywhere I go, doesn't matter what's going on. If someone needs a message, they are coming through me, giving it so that I can give it to the person it's meant for. Now, we're going to talk about this eclipse and this time during the Destiny Year Cycles global timeline and the 6 planet parade, which is also happening today. So, why 2026 is a universal one destiny year, which I have been screaming on top of the mountains for all to hear. We keep calling this a pivotal moment, but let's talk about why this year specifically holds destiny level weight. So I'm going to give you a little bit more of a tease with the numerology that I do. In numerology, so now you're going to know. You're going to be in the know of the why. In numerology, 2026 reduces the universal 10-1 frequency. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10, which breaks down further to that root number 1. So the Wheel of Fortune. 10 represents the closing of a massive 9-year evolutionary loop and the immediate birth of a brand new 1 cycle. The pivot. A destiny year means the universe stops taking suggestions. The choices and boundary lines you set this year dictate the baseline for the next decade of your life. It breaks down into that 9 to 10 year cycle and then that 19 to 20 year, because one's halfway through and then we go into the long scheme of things. Okay? The hinge point. Today's total solar eclipse is the epicenter of this destiny year. It is the catalyst where the wheel physically turns from the past into the future. Now, the math of the cycles and Saros family 126. People ask how deep this actually goes. So, like I referred to just a few moments ago, we are overlapping 2 massive cosmic cycles right now, and both of them carry deep history. The 19-year metatonic cycle, which was August 2007 to August 2026, eclipses like today hit the exact same degree in the sky every 19 years. The last time a solar eclipse hit this exact spot in Leo was August 28th, 2007. That eclipse was visible across North and South America, the Pacific, and Eastern Asia. So, if you can, jog your memory back to 2007 right now. and allow yourself to think about it. And something may not come up, but when you think about it later, something will pop in your mind. I'll start getting those messages. What major chapter, identity shift, or life lesson began for you back then? You are literally graduating from that 19-year master story arc today. Thank you so much, Dominic. I received that. The 9-year cycle. So that's the 19-year cycle. So now we're stepping up into another one because we're not going to have another one exactly where it's at today for 19 years. Now, the 9-year cycle and the nodal shift, August 2017 to August 2026. Numerology runs in 9-year loops, and 9 years ago was August 21st, 2017. The famous Great American Eclipse that crossed coast to coast over the entire United States, and the last universal 1 year. So what you began building in 2017 is reaching its final evolution right now, as we speak. Now, the Saros cycle, 126, 126. That's the family of leadership and truth. Astronomically, today's eclipse belongs to Saros family 126, 126. This specific family of eclipses historically focuses, now listen up, I'm going to say it again. This specific family of eclipses historically focuses on exposing what is fake and redefining leadership. Saros 126 doesn't destroy genuine authority. It dismantles performative authority. So anything built on the heart and truth stands under this eclipse. Anything built on ego or noise gets exposed. Got it? Good. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Global timeline and the rare sky parade that we're in right now. And my Dominic, who is on here, and the truth is defined, you know, by all of us. It's our own truth individually. So it's about us not being performative or being fake. It means anything that we've done from our heart, from truth, that wasn't ego-driven or performative, those things are going to stand in what we've been working on. But if you were fake, if it was ego, if it was pride, if it was just to put on a show, all of that crumbles right now. So individually, we have our truth. And then globally, humanity-wise, there's that truth. And then you have to evolve even higher to our higher selves. Universally and cosmically, there's a truth. Okay. So my Dominic, who is on here right now, my oldest baby, called me today and said, you know, happy six planet parade. Okay. Tipping my hat right back on you. And I love that he tunes into it and he actually calls, and we can have that with each other, you know. So if you want to track right now with this eclipse, how this physical shadow moves across the earth today, here is the exact timeline as totality has crossed across the hemisphere. Okay, at 8:35 a.m. Pacific, 11:35 a.m. Eastern, the eclipse shadow touches down at sunrise in the remote Arctic Ocean near the North Pole and northern Siberia. At 9:40 a.m. Pacific, 12:40 p.m. Eastern, totality sweeps across eastern Greenland, darkening the remote fjord country. 10:45 a.m. Pacific, 1:45 p.m. Eastern, maximum eclipse strikes, peak total darkness hits off the coast of Iceland, and for 2 minutes and 18 seconds of cosmic quiet. Okay, now, You may not have necessarily been able to see that, and that's okay. But the energy is there. You're still tapping into that energy. It's still affecting you because it radiates through the cosmos when it hits that peak. So at 11:25 a.m. through 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:25 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific, that shadow charges across the Atlantic and strikes northern Spain, sweeping across cities like Bilbao, Zaragoza, and A Coruña, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. Then 11:32 a.m. Pacific and 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Totally reaches its climax over the Balearic Islands, Ibiza, and Mallorca, where the sun plunges into full total eclipse right as it touches the sea at sunset. So powerful. So, if a total eclipse right now wasn't enough to reset the cosmic field today, look up into the heavens tonight. I want you to look up into the heavens. It's going to be glorious. Okay. We have a rare 6-planet parade: Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune, all standing aligned across the solar system, right as we hit the peak of the Perseid meteor shower under dark eclipse reset skies. So if your skies are clear tonight, you're going to see all that magic happening. You make that wish, say that prayer, that one honest truth tonight, if you haven't already done it. Okay? The universe is putting on an unprecedented master class, literally, in cosmic timing right. In cosmic timing right as this timeline reboots. So this eclipse is a reboot. Okay? It's rebooting. It's a new 9-year cycle that is starting and a 19-year cycle that is starting during this one universal destiny year. Yes, I am wearing a hat inside because I think it's cute. I am. I could be wrong. But it goes with my fit, Dom. It goes with the fit. It goes with the vibe. Flips pork chop. So, the deep spiritual meaning and astrology. So I have to let you know, like, where Leo is happening right now. So the Leo stellium at 20 degrees and or stellium at 20 degrees and the south node purge. Now let's look at the exact astrology today. We have a massive stack of energy in Leo. The sun, moon, Mercury, and Jupiter are all firing up the sign of the heart, the spotlight, and sovereign leadership. The exact degree, 20-degree Leo, and fixed pressure. This solar eclipse hits precisely at 20 degrees 02 Leo. So pay close attention if you have planets or placement angles in the fixed signs of Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio today. Thank you, Tommy. I received that and appreciate it greatly. So, between 18 degrees and 23 degrees, or in fellow fire sign Aries. So, pay close attention if you have planets or placement angles in the fixed signs Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, between 18 degrees and 23 degrees. There you go, mama. Or in fellow fire sign Aries. Because Leo is a fixed fire sign, you might feel a natural urge to dig your heels in or resist this shift. Don't do it. I'm here to remind you, and you need to remind yourself, that resistance only creates friction. Surrendering the old story makes this quantum leap into your destiny smooth sailing. It just flows. Don't create a problem where there's not a problem. Oh, don't you know it? Yep. Now, the death of the performer. South node and descending node in Leo. This is a descending node eclipse, which is strictly about subtraction, release, and debt settlement. Ascending node eclipses are about taking on new territory, but descending node eclipses are also about clearing out the basement. So Leo rules self-expression, but its shadow side is performing, wearing a mask, pleasing people, living for applause, and staying small just so other people feel comfortable. This eclipse is turning off the stage lights. The universe is making it physically impossible for you to keep playing a character you outgrew years ago. You hearing me? You hearing me? Now, Saturn's structural anchor. While the eclipse feels electric, and it does, Saturn in Aries is anchoring this fire sign. Saturn says, the changes you make today aren't just an emotional phase. They are building the permanent foundation for the next decade of your life. Where's Amy, Doreen? I'm going to say that again. Saturn in Aries is anchoring this fire. Saturn says, the changes you make today aren't just an emotional phase. They are building the permanent foundation for the next decade of your life. Now, air element breakthroughs with Venus, Uranus, and Pluto making moves across the air signs. So expect sudden light bulb moments, instant shifts in clarity, and a radical reorganization of who belongs in your inner circle. Now, I'm going to help you out here. Are you ready? I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you a little bit of practical guidance and let you know what to watch out for, so you can move through this energy as smoothly and effectively as possible. So, what we all, including me, need to do right now. Number one, shift from manifesting to surrendering. Do not try to force heavy manifestation rituals or spell work today. Eclipse energy is volatile. So trying to force your will right now is like driving through a blizzard with high beams on. Sit back, drink water, observe what leaves without chasing it, and observe what arrives without forcing it. Let the universe clear the board first. 2. Anchor one daily habit of self-respect. Ask yourself straight up today, where in my life am I running on empty just to maintain an image or keep someone else happy? It's time to formally retire those roles. Anchor one daily habit of self-respect. Channel Saturn's grounding fire. Pick up one non-negotiable physical or creative practice. So pick one of them. A solid workout, movement, dedicated creative time, or a clean morning routine. And lock it in. Action creates confidence faster than you think you will, thinking ever will. And it also correlates with the new moon. You know what I'm saying? So what we need to watch out for in the 3-day rule, ego battles and wounded pride. Leo energy can tilt into stubbornness. Watch out for the urge to win petty arguments just to satisfy your vanity. Ask yourself, do I want to feed my ego for 5 minutes, or do I want peace for my future? Chasing external validation. Seeking approval from people who don't even see the real you will drain your battery instantly. and the nervous system burnout and the 3-day rule. High frequency like this one, eclipses, fatigue is real. Treat rest as an active step. Ground your bare feet on the earth and hydrate. And remember the 3-day observation rule. Eclipse energy takes roughly 72 hours to settle back to baseline. Don't sign major contracts, pick massive fights, or make impulse life changes under the immediate post-eclipse haze. Give it 3 days for the cosmic lights to fully come back on. You guys got it? You got it? Maybe? What do y'all think? I have to pull up my other thing, the other work that I did. Hard one, I know. Okay. Now, we're going to tie this in to the new moon. Okay? Good, you got it. I like when you guys respond. So a new moon sitting on Haumea brings a fascinating layer to this cosmic reset. So here's how. So Haumea is the dwarf planet named after the Hawaiian goddess of fertility, creation, wild nature, and rapid regeneration. It adds a deeply instinctual and creative element to this new moon and eclipse portal. Like, the universe is really trying to prove a point. So here's how we can understand and explain this energy. With this new moon and where it's sitting, sacred creation and rapid tongue-tied, regeneration. Where Pluto brings destruction and transformational rebirth through death, Haumea brings spontaneous creation. She is famous in Hawaiian mythology for being able to give birth from various parts of her body and continuously regenerate herself and the land. The shift. This new moon isn't just asking you to clear away what's dead. It's giving you the fertile ground to instantly birth a completely new reality. The ideas, visions, or path forward that drop into your mind right now are ready to grow at hyper speed. So you have to go through what you need to do for this eclipse and have like that dark moon reset energy and actions. And then really keep working with it and what this eclipse basically and the cosmos is telling you what to do. But then you also still need to, in a calm way, stepping back, after releasing everything you were instructed to release by the universe. Okay. You need to do your planting. So this new moon, this eclipse, it just lands differently, and that's why you have all of these feelings and this chaotic energy, and some people are having a day. Okay? So Haumea represents the wild, untamed intelligence of nature itself. So when a new moon eclipse hits her, it strips away the polite, socially conditioned layers of who you thought you were supposed to be. It forces you back into your gut and your body. It asks, what does my wild, unfiltered, instinctual self actually need? It's a call. Hopefully you still got that because I had a call coming through. It's a call to step out of people-pleasing and return to your natural authority. She holds deep elemental Earth Mother authority, aligned with the Leo new moon and South Node release. This energy says the birth of your new chapter doesn't need external permission. Just as nature creates without asking for applause, you are being called to embody your creative power quietly, strongly, and unapologetically. And like I say, okay, stand in your truth and do no harm. You can do that. Stand in that truth while doing no harm. And sitting right in the heart of this new moon reset is that dwarf planet, Haumea, the ancient goddess of creation, fertility, and wild, rapid regeneration. She reminds us that when the old timeline burns away, nature doesn't stay empty. You aren't just clearing space today. You are tapping into sacred instinctual creation. So whatever new vision you step into under this portal carries the power to grow and regenerate faster than you think. So what do you think, guys? You getting the feels? Yes, maybe. So, with the new moon, you need to shift from forcing to surrendering. Stop heavy force-based manifestation or magical rituals today. Because, like I said, we got to handle this new moon differently because of the eclipse. Eclipse energy is volatile and unpredictable, so trying to force your egos right now is like driving through a blizzard with high beams on. Okay? Observe, don't chase. Let the universe clear the board, watch what drops away naturally without fighting to keep it, and pay attention to what arrives without having to push for it. Then retire your masks, because the eclipse sits on the South Node in Leo. It's about releasing the need for external applause or approval. And then ask the hard question. Once again, where am I running on empty just to maintain an image or keep someone else comfortable? See how it ties in? It's time to step off that stage and stop playing the character you've outgrown. Reclaim body, instincts, and gut authority. So your goal during this eclipse energy, the Perseid meteor shower, all these, the planet parade, and the new moon, is to connect with the wild creative energy of Haumea. Tell them to get out of their overthinking minds, and you need to listen to your physical gut responses. Then I need you to trust the quiet inner voice over external noise. If a situation, job, or dynamic feels completely draining to your nervous system, that is your instinct telling you the old timeline is finished. Anchor one daily habit of self-respect. How do we do that? We chat on Saturn's grounding discipline. So I already mentioned it earlier. I'm redoing it again because it's effectively connected to this new moon. Pick one non-negotiable physical or creative boundary, a dedicated daily workout, clean nutrition, a firm boundary with your time, or a quiet morning routine. Lock it in. Remember, practice the 3-day rule. Hold off on impulsive overhauls because the eclipse fatigue and heightened emotions are real. Show yourself some grace and patience. And wait 72 hours before taking irreversible actions. Sit with your insight for 3 days. Drink plenty of water. Ground your bare feet on the earth. And let the cosmic light turn fully back on before making major life moves or signing contracts. And all of that is really, really important for you. So, to wrap up our transmission today, remember the lesson of the Druids. This is the standstill of time. Today is about stepping into your true destiny. You don't need permission from anyone else to step into your sovereignty. The universe turned off the old lights today so that you can stop searching for validation and become your own light once again. Slay the serpent, let the old story burn away, and take your seat on the throne of your own life. I love you guys fierce. The human in me loves, adores, and sees the human in you. My name is Elena Servidio-Schwinn. I am a medium on a mission. So if you're new to this forecast in these lives, hit the follow button so you don't miss out. And you can also, because I'm also going to be doing some lives on TikTok. Actually, I was supposed to do this on TikTok tonight, but I ended up just staying in habit. My TikTok is at Elena Servidio-Schwinn. You want to follow me on YouTube at Medium on a Mission, Elena Servidio-Schwinn. And also I offered today, because I know a lot of people don't need a full, actually you all really do need to book a session to have a full Crossroads and Life Path. Right now it's the perfect time. But if you're not feeling inclined to do something, to do that, or something is preventing you from being able to, I am doing something where you're able, it's like a one word, like a one question. And then what will happen is once you do that one question, I will channel and work with spirit, and then I will drop you a voice note that I will send to you and you'll be able to keep, that basically answers your question or explains what you need to do right now in reference to it. So I did advertise that earlier on my Instagram. So if you're interested in doing that and feel called to do that versus a full session, which we all actually really need right now, it's something. It's going to give you a leg up. Okay? So that's it, guys. I love you fierce. I will see you again on Mystic Monday, Monday night. I have some really cool announcements that I'm going to be making, and I look forward to seeing you all. Have a good evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.